Mostly Abroad, written and narrated by William Meyer. Imagine, just imagine, living away from home on your own for the very first time and living in a foreign land, a country where one hears many different languages. Guten Tag, Bonjour, Buongiorno, a country high up in the Alps where valleys are filled with sky-blue lakes and lush green forests. Can you guess where I lived? That's right, I lived in Switzerland, and I was just so excited. I heard Swiss German being spoken all around, and I was so utterly lost with my German, I almost panicked. This was so much different from the Hochdeutsch that I learned in school. But to experience the Swiss culture and language was exhilarating. Well, I lived with my host family in Copenhagen, in a small farming village, where I fed the ducks and rabbits, picked green beans, raspberries, and blackberries right there in my own backyard. Every school day, I rode the bus to Bergdorf, in the town where I attended gymnasium. My class was small, with just 12 other students, who asked lots of questions about living in the United States. On the weekends, I would go bicycling and feel the wind in my face, racing through the little village and out into the countryside, where wheat fields and open pastures awaited me. One day, I came across a pig farm, which had the biggest pigs I'd ever seen in my entire life. These pigs were confined to a small pen that barely had enough room for all of them. They were so fat, they must have weighed 300 pounds each. Sometimes I would visit the local bakery, where I could smell the delicious fresh breads coming out of the oven. Or I would visit the Käserei that only sold milk products and cheeses. Just thinking of the sweet creamy taste of Emmental cheese. So much better than the Swiss cheese we have back home. One of my favorite memories of Switzerland was the day I spent in a church service. It was held outside in the woods, and I heard, "Yo lady, you lady he, you lady ho." I was amazed. This was the grandest. Listening to the Swiss tradition of communication between herders in the Alps. Oh, and the men wore lederhosen. And the ladies, dressed like this one, with colorful red skirts, white blouses, black vests, creative embroidery and ribbons. It was certainly a day to remember. Well, I hope you enjoyed hearing my experiences in Switzerland, and perhaps one day you too will be able to experience this beautiful land and culture. You lady, you lady ho, you lady hey. Auf Wiedersehen.